which make Jogja
แกเราเปิดไปตรงนี้แล้วเขาโทรเข้ามีเบอร์แปลกๆโทรเข้ามาเพราะว่าเหมือนเขาโทรไม่ได้เพราะว่าอะไรต้องเตือนมีเบอร์แปลกโทรมาหาผมก็ต้องใส่คนที่ไทยได้เลยเหมือนจะเหมือนยิงเบอร์ครับคือมันจะให้เราเหมือนกดดอกจันอย่างเงี้ยครับ
บอกเขาดีว่าถ้าสมมติเราไม่มีเงินจะส่ง SMS มามันแค่3 บาทหรือ3 บาทโอเค
แต่ผมว่าน่าจะแพงเหมือนกัน
ไม่จริงถ้ามันเป็นของไทยตอนของไม่ทำเงินนะNot different. Just be careful. Don't have your body cut inside of that. ไม่อยากให้แหวนดี你行車咯，你係行車單車，飛車啊，
Indonesia tax and pilot same Yogyakarta No, this Yogyakarta is mean this name is called Mirota Batik Hamzah Batik Pusat Batik and Kerajinan Ya same
วันนั้น11,000อ่ะก็วันนั้นอ่ะขึ้นวันไปแล้ว
อาจจะเกิดเพราะสิ่งที่airport
and yesterday we go
แสนกว่าทั้งคู่2 วัน
14 until 20 minutes
Where's the shadow puppet place?
Shadow puppet place in here in here This is the area when the many bicycle and riding and this is the place and the front they have a same area so this is the center the center call it Jalan Malioboro GL is jalan is mean road
Yes
Malioboro this is the center Jakarta From my place to there only 6 kilometers. Sometimes I always use bicycle to exhibition and we try to
อีเมลครับคือเขาบอกว่าต้องสมัครYouTube ก่อนนะครับเป็นสมาชิกชั้นดีของ YouTube นะครับที่ไม่เคยมีประวัตินะครับเพราะว่า
the last
เขาไปเช็คดูเขาบอกว่ามัน
taman budaya
ประเทศมีอยู่ที่แบบเหมือนห้ามใช้คือเหมือนไม่เชิงว่าห้ามใช้บริการนะครับแต่เป็นพิเศษจำกัดพิเศษเกี่ยวกับการใช้บริการที่ประเทศไทยก็2 ประเทศจีนแล้วก็ละแวกนะครับเอเชียนะครับ3 ประเทศครับเขาบอกว่าต้องเหมือนเป็นลูกค้าชั้นดีของ YouTube อะครับ
ใช้อะไรนะ
Gmail ใช่ไหม
ตอนนั้นเข้าที่อิตาลีสมัครเลยไม่มีปัญหา
แต่นี้ไทยนี่เขาต้องเหมือนกรองนะครับต้องใช้ที่ทำไม่เป็นทำไม่เป็น
ก็ถ้าไม่ชื่อสายโหลดออกแบบเข้ามาแล้วก็ปักเข้าไปว่าจอเนี่ย
คุณโหลดให้หน่อยนะใครโหลดได้เลย
เรายอดก็ให้ความน่าจะถูกติดแหวนOkay, are we ready? Yes.
Yeah.
We are ready.
First, when we were preparing to do the workshop, we didn't have this plan about the play we are going to do together for ชื่ออะไรคะ
the farmer and the three devils
ชื่อหมู่บ้าน
คูลันโกโก
โคลัน
คูลันโกโก
So we plan. What we planned was that we will show the puppet, the shadow puppet of the chicken story and the tiger and elephant story, and then we will discuss about how we take the folk tales from a certain region and we use it or we modify it to serve our purpose. Why we choose this story? Because of the characters, because the characters are what we like, because of their behavior, because of the story telling itself, and how we can interpret to communicate with our contemporary to make the point. So when we chose the two stories, the chicken going to seek help from God, but ended up being the victim of the God. So it's like double fold or trifold of being exploited. And this story is from the northeast of Thailand, and it's told by the villagers long time ago, on and on. And some academics collected the stories and put it in print so we can learn about it. The same as the story of the elephant and the tiger, which I think we have so many stories about the inferior small animal or the non-powerful animal dealing with the authority or with the power. Like in this case, the tiger is more powerful. The elephant is big, but elephant is more of a friend to human beings than tiger. So the character of the elephant is polite, gentle, and the elephant is a she, a female. We don't know if the tiger is male or female, but we suppose it's male. So this is sex politics, politics of gender, which we can consider. So all the interpretation that we can give, the meaning to each character, I think is very fascinating. If you have tales that you are familiar with from your country or from your village, I think we would like to share. We would like to share and see what the similarities is, what the differences is, and what kind of story it tells. For example, in Thailand we have story of a trickster or a court jester, which I think is very normal, is very popular in many societies, because this court jester, he's a clown, and he's like Shakespeare, can be like Shakespeare clown, who always speak the truth, who can always criticize the king. The king can get angry, but he cannot really punish the clown, because the clown has a special position in the court to entertain the king. If he punishes the clown, there's no entertainment in the court, and it will be sad. I learned that in this story of this trickster or court jester is very normal in Southeast Asian countries.
Yes, we have one too.
So and they have many episodes.
Yes.
once I wrote with Manuel as artistic, not artistic, as what production
Designer.
Story of the trickster. So we chose episodes to put those episodes together, and it made sense. And we had children of 12 years old playing. So it's like a children's play, but people who can read between the lines, they laugh because it's criticizing the authority, the court, the monk, the aristocrat, all of them. So it's like if you have wisdom, if you have certain intelligence, you can fight people who have money, who have guns or weapons, who needs religion, but all these people, they're not different from all the folks, the normal folks. They are human beings, and sometimes they are corrupted, sometimes they cheat other people, they exploit other people. And I think this kind of tales is the way you can fight back, and it at the same time entertaining. So what we planned before was to everybody to share if he or she can think of a character or a story and tell the group about the character or the story and why it fascinates you. I have started, as Manuel said, I'm a slow writer, but I have prepared at least the beginning of the story of Pulang Proko, using, as I proposed, the frogs as commentator, and Amy prepared a storyboard too. Yesterday we discussed how we would use, for example, the animals that are familiar and be symbolic of the life or the belief or the customs here. And Gina said the deer, that you have deer in many folk tales in this area. Or we talked about the snake. The snake. What is the meaning of a snake? Is it always the devil, or it can have some good side? Snake. You don't know?
I just know the dragon.
Dragon you have.
Yeah. Dragon is this is truly is apart from Mahabharata telling, but this is become the myth from Japanese people. The dragon is like is like God living under the land, and he takes the stabilization the land. When the dragon moving, it make an earthquake. It make it earthquake, and the dragon is meaning to sound like in English like he taken the ring of fire. It means is because in Java we have a lot of mountain, volcano mountain. So this is like a dragon. This is Dragons mean like a ring of fire. Take care of the stability of the earth.
So he's the guardian of the earth.
Yeah.
And usually he's not the villain. The dragon is not the villain, the bad animal. No, always something holy and respected.
Yeah, but something when people have a mistake or something, he can move.
Yes. Okay.
Like
So you shouldn't make him angry, otherwise he will
It's
cause.
like something happened when the earthquake in Java, in Jakarta in 2009, 2006. A lot of people say he saw the dragon come. Some people look something like that. But they didn't know, truly they didn't know the myth. But they say something like that. Wow. So this is the myth is already.
Yes. Well, I think it's deeply rooted in the way of thinking or seeing things already. So you don't even need a story told, I think. Yeah, because yesterday someone mentioned snake and what else, Anand? Deer.
Deer, snake, monkey.
Monkey.
Burung.
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 What is burung?
Bird. So,
it's a big pop.
Crocodile is a bad character in many tale in
what?
yeah. Crocodile.
Crocodile, yes, crocodile. Yes. And what kind of character?
A bad thing.
It's a full actor because it's the main tale is for animal tale is we call it kancil. Kancil.
Oh yeah.
Kancil is like small deer. Yeah. Kancil, we call it kancil. He's very tricky and smart. Kancil. This is in animal tale, but in a human tale, like you say, is like a trick for the king is we call it name is Abu Nawas. It's a tricky too. Sometimes take a lot of money from the king when he success trick the king. Abu Nawas.
Yes. In the Thai story, there's one episode. The king said, "You trickster, you are so smart. Okay, let's see how smart you are. If you are very smart, you can get me into the pond. Okay, show me how you can get me into the pond."
The swimming place.
Into the lake, into the pond, into the water. The trickster said, "I'm not that smart. I can only, if you are in the pond already, what I can only do is to get you out of the pond." So the king jumped into the pond.
Something like I just a little help me remember the tale from the Abu Nawas when the king asked him how many stars in the sky and how many planets in the sky. So the Abu Nawas just take skin of something that have a
Like leopard?
Yeah, like a
leopard, tiger,
yeah,
a
like
kind
a
of
tiger,
tiger,
like a tiger.
or reindeer
Yeah.
with dots.
Yeah. So if you can
Count?
account that skin, same with the star in the sky. If you don't believe it, and if don't believe it, try to account that. And if you not same, you can kill me. This I just so remember that truly he have a lot of story to break the.
He should use this to talk. It's the same as.
And is it still popular?
No, because if this is as I said, this generation didn't know a lot. Our generation too maybe lost, forgetted our identity, culture. More Western come. This is
Now you know, the children know the story of Snow White better than...
Doraemon.
Yes, this is it's very complicated. Yeah. This is really why we lost any tale, any story, and now people in television more take our time. Yeah, and the performance loss because the television take all. But really, it's a difference.
Yes.
Different technique, more interesting to me, and
Yes.
so this is I think this is our problem in our culture. We losing many identity, and like I would say like a story, like a storyteller. Because everybody becomes celebrity. Wanna become celebrity. They just take something, make something, wanna become celebrity. They do not vision.
How many story of that clever man exist in Indonesia for last time? Abu Nawas.
You have them
How many
printed?
version of storytelling?
We can find a book through in the.
I mean for common, for general knowledge of people. How many version? How many small story?
Oh, many.
Many.
What I'm interested in this character and the Ketu is that it's a way to solve the problem, and you just use your wisdom. You just use your something internal knowledge. It can be compared to our farmer friend. They have problem, depression from economics, from politics, from the government, from the mega project, and then the way to fight back is not just
Your brain.
not just fighting like last night we saw. You can apply Abu Nawas or Ketu, in more clever way of get rid of the conflict or the something that make you suffer, and I think this kind of a problem solution from the old wisdom and turn it to be, you can create many more Kenchiu, many more Abu Nawas to the young generation. And the fighting doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your life or your blood, your whatever.
Yes. Last night we talked about this. So only this can affect to get the land back.
Yeah. That's not only way of gun knife is not a clever way. These people they very very intelligent, but they just act like a fool. They just act like the hopeless people, but deep down in their heart, they are real fighter, very brave people.
Yeah,
this condition make not only in Kulon Progo, it's around in the Indonesia have potential to be violence.
Yeah.
Around in Indonesia because yeah, it's truly this about the culture. We losing culture. Television occupied all many things in our culture.
Yes.
So people
Yes.
don't understand it about that. Don't have filter to how what to see is good, what it or not. They don't care sometimes. This is I think it's dangerous. So they our generation or our kids just become like only consume.
Yeah.
Don't wanna think, don't think in television.
Yes.
You can speak or you can discuss with television. You
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
Just consume.
We worked, Yard and me and his friends worked with young prisoners in Thailand, and we used theater to work with them. 2 or 3 of them killed someone, so they got jailed, raped, drugged, these cases. And when we started to work with them, they were so different. 4 months passed by, they have changed. And we could see that because they lack the ability to respond smartly, in a smart way, when there is crisis. Like when they were facing with their friends, rivals or enemy, they just took the knife and stabbed instead of doing something else. They could not figure out what will happen if they did that. So we think that theater will let them use their strength, their ideas. They can have more self-esteem in creating the work of art. We have them do the sculpture, paint, write stories. Use their energy in creative process. And I think, well, not all of them were safe after 4 months of the project, but we could see changes, and some have been doing good work. So we could see that a lot of people, they lack the ability to consider things, and I think this is important. And theater can give that kind of experience, because theater puts you in the situation where you might not be in that situation in your real life, such as you're approaching death, or you shot with a gun, or being harassed or something. But the example of the situation in theater will make you feel like, oh, if you have to face this kind of situation, what will you do? And this is learning. So I think Anand's point is very, very good for us to consider how we should structure the story, and what should be the purpose of our piece of theater, of performance. So any trickster story from Burma?
A lot.
There's a lot from the old folk tale. Everyone has Thai here.
So he is also Chris, and the little boy like 10 years old, he also Chris more flower. Chris, and there's a lot.
So what I have started is something like this. I will share with you and maybe see if we should go this direction or not. And I will leave it open. So just the start. I will suggest just the start. We have 2 frogs in the rice field, dancing and singing. This is a time that they just come out of their sleep for 6 months. You know, frogs always go and just do nothing for 6 months during
dry season.
And when they come out, they see the rice fields, the green, the fertility, and they sing and dance about it. That okay, this is this year, it's a new life again this year, and everything is available for everybody. Then, so I think this clown should be you from Burma. You're so good at it. And then we see the shadow of landscape, and probably with the rotoscope of farmers working in the rice field, or other animals too. And then we start to take the structure of Tolstoy's story, The Farmer and the Devil. We talked about 3 devils. One tries to tempt you with hardship, not tempt, test you with the hardship. The second one tests you with anger, right? And the third with greed, which they succeed. So the 3 devils appear, and they bet who will be the winner among them, who will succeed in testing the farmers here, because their principle, the farmers and everything, every creature are so happy like this. It's against that principle of a devil. They don't want anybody to be happy and content with life. So they will let each try to test the farmer. And then the first devil turn in here, I leave it blank, turn into a kind of animal. Can it be snake? Can it be anything? Come to the farmer and his wife having lunch under the tree in the rice field, and the farmer said, "You make good sambal," because I like sambal. Because it's about the chili plantation. That's a start. So I think Amy prepared her devil as...
Yeah, I could present, like I worked independently. This is the collaborative
Sorry
style.
about
And so I could just present it when it's the right moment. It's the right moment. So we had that conversation, and Anant was part of it. So Anant might want to present at some point as well. And it really, I envision this story as a puppet show, because it's like a language, right? Thai, Myanmar language, So shadow puppet is a language, and I think Rastami sees it as a shadow puppet show. I see it
a mixture.
Oh yeah,
A mixture of everything.
Yeah, yeah.
To use
the mix.
Yeah.
So my first going is to the big puppet and the little puppet because that's my country. That's the language I come from. And I did it as pictures because that's more when we do a show in Bread and Puppet. Build the puppets first, put them on, find out what can it do, and that tells us what is the show. So it's different than some people with puppetry have a script, and then they build that character to do what is in their script. So then the puppet becomes a narrator of a text. But what I liked with the Bread and Puppet was going to pre-language before we have language. There are things we can express that don't have words. The way music can express without language. So rather than harness the puppet to have to say, I'm cold, rather look at the puppet, what is it saying, what can it do, and then the show. Of course you have the big color red or the big idea behind it, but it's these rehearsals with the puppet finding out what can it do and pulling it, and that becomes a show. And it has a resonance like you wake up from a dream and you understand what those images were because they're your archetypes. So if you see those big puppets in the street or where have you, you get it. You just don't know why. You understand because it resonates in all of us, these kind of archetypes. So that's what our rehearsals in Bread and Puppet are like. Lots of time under a puppet, and then choose this, choose that. And the puppet is telling you. So just like a carpenter is humble in front of the wood, what can this wood do? Becomes the house instead of, here's the house and we'll make the wood do this. Like it's two different ways to build a structure, to go into.
See, I told you, Manuel, we are the opposite. I'm the script writer.
But this is not.
She's fast, I'm slow.
And it's not to say we work this way, but this is why I have a picture to show more than words to do it. And so I would like to put the storyboard where everyone could see it somehow. And it's not a big on the floor.
In the floor.
Maybe
on the
maybe if you can stand up like this.
Maybe that would help me. So we just unfold it all the way.
Wow.
Storyboard generate faster.
So
how long is 1 kilometer?
Maybe we make the whole thing out. So there's the show. This was last night thinking, and then this morning I had a different idea starting over. And I'll say this one first, for like a night. So here was the thought that there are 3 lines going at the same time musically, like a folk opera is, which was Rastami's idea. So the king of hell, the governor, the Satan, the sultan, the governor of the royal family of the king of hell. How far can we go with that? But in English, Satan and sultan are very similar. Just so happens, right? And then this is all the mining from the history of the world, all the mining rights, the gold, the silver, the what have you, and the unhappy trapped in that zone, something like that. And I took a speech from the internet that he was saying, well, okay, introduction. This Majesty of the royal family, Satan, King of Hell. Speech. We build honest and sincere anti-corruption solidarity with the government. And if we continue, here he is, his speech. he says, to protect each other in togetherness. And, not to carry out acts of violence and selfish ones. You who want to keep your farmland, that kind of language. This was just 2 days ago in the paper. What does he say? Continuing several mega projects, such as ports and airports, as a golden bridge toward a new Kulon Progo, the jewel of Java. And this was tempting Thai people, investors, to come and buy into this new mega development. The police build solidarity with people who happen not to be selfish. So if you take that bribe, you're not selfish. People are being a good watchdog, telling on their neighbors, because the social capital of Yogyakarta is its capital and the spirit of buy. So, in this version, these 3 devils, would come out of the mouth of the king of hell. So these 3 devils are on his tongue, like little puppets, spit out from him. And they could be hand puppets, or they can go into shadow puppets, or we don't know before. We don't know that. And, so the one is the daughter of the Sultan, and she is offering irrigation project against, what is that first one? Too hard of work. First hardship. But he says, I already got my irrigation system. It's these little pots of water, which I myself don't understand. But tonight we can learn. So he says, I don't need it. So he rejects the daughter of the Sultan as devil 1.
The Sultan daughter.
Who's now in charge of the business. That's what she read from him. Yeah.
And then comes the investor from Thailand, foreign investor. Who knows, right? It's just loose proposal. And he says, you need this. You can buy into this project. You get interest and good. And he I got my interest. It's my red peppers. I'm okay. So no. And then comes the police to build solidarity. And he's got a wad of money, cash, right in front of the nose. So he can't resist. The folk hero has lost his strength. So he doesn't. He takes the money. And he learns how to invest and double your money and triple your money and quadruple your money. And then the frogs have an interlude. The one who has more money than he needs becomes greedy. Tolstoy, right? Lesson. The one who has more money becomes greedy. See, we were all farmers. The farmer is now the investor. Buy, like. This is a non-stream of having flat screen TV and more commodities that make you like more commodities and more commodities. But then Rasami and Anand thinking they see on this great media that we have, like Manuel says, is the future, or we say we're using it. The future of using this copper mine and the poison, and the babies get born 10 years later, disturbed, and you begin to see this, and the folk hero falls off his pile of money, which is based on exploitation of it, whatever. This is very complex. Maybe it has to be simpler. He's falling into his frog pond, and the happy frogs, and the solidarity of the people is so it's a redemption, a redeeming of him. And this little piece of paper is merely to say, if we wanted to be complex musically or simple, we could have 3 lines. The frogs would have their line, like the narrator chorus. The folk hero farmer has his line, and the
king of hell is speaking his double-speak language as his line. So this is working independently of Rasami, my only recourse. But it's fun to me to throw this out, and then if nothing is useful, that's fine too. Right? And then that's a storyboard that does not have this trickster folktale in it yet.
Yes.
But I'm very grateful to Rasami and Anant's support of that, to look at these folktales as the courage of the wisdom, just the way the dirt and the peppers and the water are the wisdom, from growing. We're connected when we do that planting. We know we're right, and it grows. It's amazing. It grows. It's amazing. And that folk story is in that optimism of our blood and our water and our air inside of us, that it's right. Who we are is right. And when we lose that connection to our rightness, we become the impossible to our own selves. Right? So that's the toppling back into the frog pond. That's it.
Okay. Now, what should we do next? Should we?
I also propose for
Okay.
I haven't write anything for the really clear visible plan like this, but I have in my mind we should have we talk about the musical instruments or anything can make sound first, and then we move to the song that we're going to compose or to find out together. For the musical instrument, I will divide into 3 categories. One is very common use, whatever you have in your hand, guitar, violin, anything we bring together and use it as a melody. And then the rhythmic part, I would love so much to invite the people of Kulon Progo to bring their own kind of farmer usage. It can be anything they use in their daily life. It can be their spoon, their bowl, anything. Knife. So that I propose to use those things as their kind of heartbeat, rhythm, and they live with it. They eat. They really depend those tools for
coconut shell,
common use, and the beat, the heartbeat from those people have to be heard through our iPhone communication, or even bring those heartbeats to Yogya, the Taman Budaya, so they can share. People from other area can hear their voice, but not just singing or talking, but something the daily sound that will be destroyed soon. I mean, the plug will remove from the area when the industry comes. Something natural will disappear. So
seeds, grains.
This can be rice, anything from stone. Anything that they use for, or they hear as the daily heartbeat. And the last one will be human voice. It can be singing, it can be yelling or whatever. And then the song, I propose 3 categories. One is a folk song from Kulon Progo, but sung in 3 languages. In Indonesia language, in Myanmar language, in Thailand language, and maybe some of English as very underlined. So the same song we can express in different language. And then we use that folk song as a theme for violin, for guitar, for any melodic instrument to do the sort of hybrid, something link between one act to another act, something like that. And second song, this will be real farmer song, and I think we can create something together. Farmer song will have just 5 notes. I am happy even I am poor. I am happy even I am tired. I am happy even I am hungry. I am happy even I am lost. Something like that, and we can combine it. We can share some notation structure together. But this is dedicated to that farmer song. And if we can develop that thing into larger scale, we give this to them as a present. So because when we get out from the area, the farmer can still sing this song. And the last one will be Devil's song. I very much love to study something, make a project, and this can be very stupid song, very funny song from the Devil side. I don't know yet what kind of instrument that we use. Maybe some sound design, maybe something like environment. It doesn't need to be musical instrument, but scratching, something noise, but metallic. I think of something really come from the substance of those ugly things that will happen. It can be broken car, some part, and we use for Devil song. It can be anything.
Sound of machines.
Plastic, metal, machine, anything. Devil. Even iPhone, iPad, can be count. Yeah, that's it for that. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, what should we do now? Should we discuss a little bit of what's now on the table, and then probably we separate into 3 groups and help making each scene and present it with whatever we have to improvise, to see how it looks.
For our group, we need some preparation. We need time to prepare preparation for the Kolam Ruku show.
We do a new show now.
Because we will do a new one.
Which means?
They will not perform the rise of freedom.
Yes.
Because last night it was a kind of a discussion, and they think quite deep.
Yeah.
Okay, this plan is for our collaboration.
Yes.
This is for the last show.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have 2 shows, the Kolam Ruku and the Taman Budaya. So this is for Taman Budaya, right? So we need preparation for the Kolam Ruku show.
Yes. Which means what? Will you join
Of course.
Yes. Okay. I thought you want me time to go because.
We try.
Yeah, we're just letting you know that.
We just let you know.
Okay.
We need preparation, and also we need some help from the other group for the very small help, like a transition, shadow transition for the Kolam Ruku show. We'll use a drama play, but like a transition is we'll use the shadow puppet or maybe the 3D. Rotoscope. So this is we have
For scene change or what?
yeah, kind of scene change. So that's it.
Yeah, just one thing.
This you wanna have for your performance for Kulon Progo.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
And what with the unit is just how to make transition.
Yeah. So we will discuss individually soon what we need from each, what we need.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now the question is, should we do the way Amy proposed, that you create something, improvise with some materials for characters, and then you improvise, since we know the purpose of the play already, sort of, what we want to communicate, what message we would like to communicate, and then we try to go into more details of the substance of each scene.
For me, I don't know. For me, it's not better because we have many workshops yesterday. Tomorrow, yeah. We have many workshops, so we must to how to our workshop is become sustainable the production, something like this. So I think we must clear it the stories, please, and find how many characters and what we needed, and how many marks we need, and how many picture we or banner or something we need, and who's become a frog, who's become a farmer, who's become
Also the costume.
yeah. I think something like that.
And I think of time management also. I mean, how long first for the whole show, and then can we divide when we have how many acts, how many minutes or how many
into scenes
and interludes or something, transition from one scene to another scene. Do we need some kind of lighting change, music change, or totally everything change from one to next, and does it work?
We have a transition like that when we saw wayang kulit. We have we call it gunungan.
Yeah.
This is people in here know this is a transition stories. It's
I remember. Very big tree.
Yeah, like we have picture, trees and house, but it's like
But that apply to the kind of two dimensions picture, the gunungan. But here we include cloud.
We can perform this.
Yes.
We can use that for performance too. So maybe people play and performing this, and maybe so maybe two or make a performance. So this is a transition. Maybe. Yeah. You can make this is simple thing to make that.
Their performance is actor.
Whatever.
Kulon Progo.
Whatever.
No, that which they are going to show. It's theater with actors, right?
Theater people?
Kulon Progo.
Yes, not puppets.
Yeah.
Not puppets.
Not puppets.
Spoken drama.
Yeah.
Okay, with songs or not?
I guess yeah.
Okay. Because we have act performers as actors. We have performer as shadow, and we have puppets, and we have marionettes here, and we have masks, which we can, if we have more characters like animals, naga, dragon, you call it naga, right?
Yeah.
Naga, or kanchil, mask or costume or whatever, or it can be a whole puppet of human-sized puppet with human body inside.
And we have rotoscope.
Rotoscope.
But have you ever tried, how many minutes that people can really enjoy rotoscope? I mean, if something like too much, they will get bored.
Yeah.
Maybe shot, but come into right time.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
disappear and come again.
Yeah.
Right time.
It should be some kind of gas
Mm-hmm.
that comes up.
Or it
Yeah.
can be something really totally opposite to what the beautiful thing at front, but behind the rotoscope is really the real message.
I think we must finish it first the story, because it's something like this.
Yeah.
Example, what we need for this? We wanna make it. We wanna using rotoscope, or
Yes.
we wanna make it. This is puppet, or we wanna making it acting.
I want to make could I make one proposal?
Yeah.
I agree with you. We want to figure which, and then even if I make a proposal, you change it, it's fine. But if the big puppet is the Sultan, the king of hell, the big devil, I could imagine this big puppet and a screen, right? Like his body is a shadow screen or the screen or something, or a big painting. And the rotoscope is his words, like his message, his media, this terrible speech. Even it's said in one language, it's thrown into another language and another language, or vision images or commodities, or the repetition of the buying propaganda, ridiculous position we're in with the video game and the TV reduction of humanity, what have you. That's a line that rotoscope could do, and the big puppet could be this Yama, king of hell, Satan, Sultan, God. And it seems like the shadow might be the bucolic, the farmer, the beautiful fields, the landscape, everything is right, all of this vision of which Rasami proposed. And your masks and the frog dance would be so fun to have as clowns, even if the mask is here or half or what, so these guys can be clowns and dancers and that. I mean, those are ideas I think we talked about already, to throw that into the pot, into the mixing pot. That's what I heard or think about, and introduce a big puppet with the
And you can do monkey dance.
Monkey dance.
Monkey dance.
Is mask making today or tomorrow?
Today.
Today. So even if we can figure out mask making for today,
Yes.
which, like, is it a chorus of monkeys and deer and frogs, or just the frogs today, and then we see?
They will. I think at first for mask.
Though they might like actor doubles because they're so devious.
I don't know. I like the devil to turn into animals, and so it's some kind of double meaning, and it goes to the tail, the characters.
I think we must
Discuss.
I think we must try not like more. It's like maybe symbolize the Satan or the Sultan is not really like a devil or not really like a god or something, because it's
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
make it something different.
Yeah.
But this is all people know this is a bad thing.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I just don't wanna know if we make just little bit same or little bit vulgar. This is a bad thing, and people when so this is like a frontal to say something like that about Sultan in that land.
Yeah.
And we didn't know. Many audience know, and many audience they wish to support it or something. I don't know. It's not. I think it's not
Yeah.
good, not wise.
Not so direct.
Yeah.
Not so direct.
Because but the people still know this is the bad thing. This is the bad thing. Maybe you using God or
Hand puppets for devil?
God or the symbolic is
well, Emmy comes from the United States.
Yeah.
She lives in different conditions
Yeah.
than us in Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
where we have to live under dictatorship for a long time.
Yeah. No, this is not about the military, but for people in especially political condition in Jogja. The Sultan have power. It's maybe 2 weeks ago the president of the state agreement with our special land. They make a policy about they fighting for still take the maybe until 2 or 3 years, but 2 weeks ago the president is agree with that policy.
Could you say that again?
It's what special territory or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what this speech is from.
Yeah.
The special territory.
Special territory.
Yes.
The Sultan have a lot of mass to how to make this policy good. Yeah. 3 years.
To prove himself.
Yeah, to prove himself. And the people don't like this. The policy is not so much polished because but we have this is more underground like something still live and something like that because it's this policy is like become a little bit anarchy monarchy democracy conflict something like that. So I think how to make the symbolism effective is maybe something
A little hidden, a little.
Yeah, we call it in here Dewa. Yeah, Dewa. Dewa is not the in here Dewa is like angel.
There are many Tewas.
Many Dewa, many God in here. This is a lot of character of Dewa in here. Bad thing, good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have many. And maybe we can try something, or is animal symbolization. I don't.
Yeah.
Try something.
Yeah.
Because I still like it. Rasami ideas about this is from the story come from frog tale. This is know about the time. But the frog tell about the time.
Yes.
Before and after the frog still in.
Yeah.
But the human being have many conflict in there. So the narrator is a frog. Frog is still I think this combine between human tail and animal tail is nice. Yeah, it's more
more familiar to the audience too.
Yeah, more familiar. This is the frog is like a narrator about the story. Maybe the player, the artist don't have a talk, no speak, maybe singing okay, don't speak, maybe music is okay, but the narrator speak, the frog speak, maybe in the many skin. This is a lot of many skin too. Yeah. And what the skin we use it is different. Rotoscope, puppetscope, puppet. I think it's when we use many technique is more rich. More rich, more people talk why they use
new things.
Yeah, new things. Maybe with a different, maybe probably become a transition between many skins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably will so people understand it because I think a lot of story in here too have a skin every moving for this place. Dalang use the we call it gunungan, mountain, something like that.
For scene change.
Yeah, gunungan. We call it gunungan. This is changing. We can use in prop. This is to make changing the background, the setting, or the technically, or the stories. We using the frog, it's become like a narrator.
Can Gunungan turn itself to be like, first in like a forest, natural, and then industry, and then airport?
We can use
something like that.
Development of the Kunan. From frog to industry to airport.
Yeah, we can make. You see, we usually we are making from cardboard.